All right. Let's see how loud this is for you guys. I don't know. All right. Let's do some stuff. I haven't been streaming at all, so first stream in a long time. Let's go. All right. I'm probably just gonna do some random stuff today, or working on some maybe legendary and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do the PvP thing. So I don't care about that at all. I've already done my weeklies, I've already done my dailies. Or not my dailies, but I did my dailies yesterday. They just reset, so. But I did do my weekly. I did all of them this time around too, which was something new for me. Defeat enemies in the Crystal Desert. We can do that. Let's defeat some enemies in the Crystal Desert. I figured I'd show my face. Oh, I gotta have my partner thing though. Gotta have that. That's per contract. Yeah, let's just kill some enemies. I'm gonna do some dailies. Maybe do some raid encounters. Some fractals. In the Crystal Desert in so long. I want to do, at some point in time, I do want to do a playthrough of the Dragon Saga again. I just haven't played any of that content in so many years now. It's like I haven't made any new characters in a very long time. Just have no drive. I've done like every single build there is out there. I've done every single... You know, I mean, I've done most of the achievements that I care to do, and with like legendaries and stuff that I'm getting now more and more of, it's really just, it doesn't really matter to be creating new characters. You know what I mean? Defiance bar. I'm really bad at. That's one of the things that I feel like they should look into. If you do mono fire evoker, you have 0. I have to use the elemental procession because that is the only thing that will give me some CC that is halfway decent. You know, that kind of sucks. It sucks that I cannot provide any CC. Because the utilities, the elementalist utility skills, they don't, none of them, I mean, I could have something like this, but I don't want to carry that around just to be able to use that, right? Like, I mean, I guess I could do that, you know, but... Seems kind of weird to not have any CC available. Like, none of the weapons do CC. Okay, that didn't count for Defiance Bar, even though I used my skill. I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's not on the map. I hate how sometimes it shows on the map and sometimes it doesn't. Kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could change this to this and at least get a 3-second immobilize in there, and it also helps with, I guess, reduced incoming damage, 10% of that, so that's pretty nice, I guess, for someone that's very squishy, for a character that's very squishy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this. Up this on my end. There we go. Probably better. Alright, let's try to CC the bitch. And I can still use my... Alright, that should have done it, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Done! Dailies are done, yay! Alright. I feel like they should have... You know, it's really strange. They have the vault here, which has your daily and weeklies and stuff like that. I really feel like, you know, all of the stuff that's in here, dailies here, right? Like, it's so weird to have this be disconnected like that. I feel like they should maybe put that in the other thing for like dailies and stuff. I don't know. It's just so weird. This whole thing is just such a nightmare. Like, where do I go to find my weekly? Do I have to go into raids and then find my weekly raids? It's like way on the bottom here. But it's not even that, right? Oh, quick play. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I've done 4 out of 10. So we can do more of those. Let's do that. This guy I helped out the other day. Totally new to the game. I had a really good time. For the dungeon rush, I was doing a raw, and so I did a raw path 1, which I'm really good at now. I know all the, like, not really good at, but I kind of know some of the ins and outs of it. So as soon as I finish, this guy, no idea what he's doing, no clue about anything, goes in and wants to do a dungeon, and turns out that, you know, that's the dungeon, like, that's the dungeon path, and I finished the second time with him, with another group, so it wasn't bad. Oh, someone immediately left. I always hate when people leave. It's not that hard. This is not. It's not. This thing isn't that hard. I don't know why people immediately leave. You just have to CC at the right time, and that's it. And not CC at the right time. Oh, let's do it. Ooh, we actually have a late sworn in here. Wow. You do not see that. And a specter. Both you don't see very often. That might just give us the edge we're looking for. Let's do this. Do it. Okay. Since I don't naturally have any CC, I want to build some thing is the reason why I'm already attacking is because I want to build burning stacks so that as soon as he becomes vulnerable, I'm already doing some decent amount of. Oh whoa! How was that? How was that hurting me? That was weird. Oh boy, get up! Oh boy! I don't know what that does. Get him up! Get him up and get out of here! Ooh. Ooh. Oh, someone provided super speed. That was really, really nice. Push. Push. Don't get pushed away. Uh-oh. Green. Green. Wow, look at that long chain. I don't know if we have a healer in the group. I mean, there's always like, that's one of the things in this game, there's always like all this passive healing, little bits and pieces of healing that happen through whatever. If it's a trade interaction or some auto attack that has it attached to it or some kind of relic or something. I mean, we're doing great on damage, I will say. We are burning them pretty quickly. Which is good, because that's one of the things is like, if you're not super good with the mechanics or survival, if you can at least go through the phases really quickly, then you can just finish the fight really quickly, and you don't have to worry about people dying. You just resurrect them really quick and keep fighting, doing a ton of damage. Okay, well, one person is dead. How do I, as an elementalist, have more health than these people? That's kind of weird to me. I don't understand that. As an elementalist, I'm so squishy, let's be real. Ah! I'm as squishy as my armor shows I am. No, 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 don't die. Like right there where the freaking enemy is. Oh, we can revive them right there? We can. That's good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, let's don't... Guys, are you serious right now? But Jesus Christ. No, no, I'm dead. Wow, this is not good. Like, people need to stop getting... Okay. Oh no. It's like I have to heal so much and my heal doesn't come up for like... I mean, I already have the fastest recharging one that I can. Who do we CC at that point? I don't know exactly. I always follow the lead, but I don't see anyone CCing anyone. I don't think we do. I don't think we CC at all in that moment. We're not doing any damage because we just keep on having to run. Okay, let's get this guy up. Get these guys up here. No. No. For frick's sake. Jesus. Can I please just no. Wow, we have no healing. I think that's the problem here right now is that we just don't have any healing. I gotta go around, heal. Go. Oh my god, what a disaster when you don't have a healer. I don't think I've ever done this. Red? CC red. I did all the CC I could. And run! Run, friends! You can do it! Do it! Dodge! Do the thing! Oh god, that was so close. Oof. A little rough around the edges, but I think we're gonna be just fine. Who are we attacking? Red or... No, we gotta attack green. Nope, we gotta attack red. No, we can do this. We're so close. The last phase is always the hardest anyways. Can we do damage? Yeah. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Heal, heal, heal. Oh my god. I can't, like, you can't do any damage, right? So the problem is that if I keep healing, I'm not doing any damage, which means we're not continuing on any of the stuff that we need to. I was teleported. I've never had that happen to me. I don't know. Please! Oh, God. I want to go over here. Oh boy. Heal. Heal. Then. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my god, that was so close. So close. I was almost back up. Oh. No. Heal right after. We can do this. I don't think we can, but. No. I dodged right into that. There's too many, like, red fields everywhere. Jeez. Oh, man. This sucks. PG. Sand shark. Placidusax. We're from Elden Ring. Dude, just GG. You're not gonna make it. I didn't saw. Well, that's okay. You don't have to saw. Hey, how are you, Ms. Lorvath? Yeah, we definitely need a healer. And another person just left. People are so impatient. I hate that so much. So impatient. I had that yesterday with, or yesterday, day before yesterday, I don't remember. But it was one of the days I did a dungeon. And, yeah, people were just so impatient that they did not, like, we had a new person in there. And after the first boss, they were like, I gotta go, and left. And I was just like, you signed up for this, like, dungeon that takes longer than about 5 minutes, so what do you mean you gotta go all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Like, it was clearly that they were annoyed that there was a new person. They couldn't just, like, just run through everything. You know, it's kind of like, whatever, dude. Like, a little patience. Like, you don't have to have everything. This thing is, as humans, we're so trained to, like, want everything. Like, oh. All right, my internet dropped. My internet is still dropping. Can we just, hello? Can you continue this? Okay, are we back? Probably one of my streams is crapped out, isn't it? Or YouTube is not fucking crapped out. It always does that. It's like, I completely, oh. Fucking shit. Can't focus on both. It just looks like the stream is still going. Is it still going on Twitch? It's still going. I don't know why my internet is kind of janky today. Green. Run to red. But yeah, we're, as a society, we're so trained now to want, like, instant gratification on everything that we do, right? It's like no one has the patience anymore. It's all from internet again. What is going on here? Fucking shit. This is not the best time for this to happen. Let me close this. This is just close it now. But yeah, it's so sad. I'm like, why can't we just be a little patient? In some of this stuff. You know, and it's crazy to think that that is what MMOs specifically have, like, swapped to. Because the thing with MMOs is, why is this guy not following us? I don't understand why he wasn't following us. Because someone had the green mark on them. I don't know. Oh, I thought I had the green mark. Because MMO players used to be the let's grind for hours and hours and hours to get just, like, a tiny little bit of anything out of it, right? Like, back in the day, you know, many MMOs were like, oh yeah, you have to grind monsters. Like, there weren't enough quests to just level up naturally. You know, that wasn't a thing back in the day. Back in the day, you had to grind, like end game stuff, you had to grind, right? And even to this day, you still have a gear treadmill, right? That you constantly have to like work on all the time. So it's really weird that people like that now are just like, okay, well, I'm not doing this raid encounter because it's taking like 2 tries and I don't have time for that. I could get everything done in half the time if I go somewhere else. It's like, yeah, but you're gonna have to find another group, and then maybe you're gonna come back into Old Lions Court. You don't know that, right? It's not off the list just because you decide to leave. Oh god. Oh god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Everyone that was next to me. I just didn't want to hit it. Oh my god, me again? Sorry. Sorry. This is absolutely, yeah, great. I tried my best. I need to do red now anyways. Isn't it? It's red, yeah. I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure it's red. And then run the blue. Run the blue. Or indigo, or whatever it's called. But hey, Guild Wars 2 players aren't the smartest anyways. So, or MMO players in general aren't the smartest. What? Oh, no. Hit red. That's right. I get that wrong all the time. I'm gonna heal as often as I can. Just, you know, whenever I'm missing any type of health, I'm not gonna wait anymore because God knows it's so fast. See it right here? I'm gonna hide. I'm freaking heal. I don't care. Alright, we can do this. This is much better than last time. Last time we kept having to revive people at this point. Green! Attack green! Oh my god, I gotta heal. I gotta get out of... I don't know why I ran into that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who are we attacking? I don't know. Oh, guys. Okay. Oh my god, why me? Like, this is the 3rd one in a row. Oh, 4th one. 4th thing that's targeted me. Everyone's dead. Great. Alright, I'm leaving this group. Sorry, my patience has run out. I was very patient up until just everyone just dying all the time. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, cool. Let's try that again. That was not good. That was not good. It's 100,000 degrees in this house, I'll tell you guys. Like, it's legit so hot in here. Oh, come on. Is no one doing... See, that's the thing. Why am I the party leader? So that's the thing with the raid encounter thing. There's not really... I feel like it's kind of missing an incentive for people to do it. I don't know. I feel like the weekly rewards aren't really that great. Maybe if those chests that you get give you like extra magnetite shards or something, that would be kind of nice. Because you're not getting any magnetite shards out of the weekly chests. You're only getting them out of the encounters themselves.
These newcomers better pull their own weight.
So I don't know.
That's a lot of new mouths.
But I've been having kind of a hard time finding groups for raid encounter. For raid encounter, quick plays. I mean, right now is prime time for US, so that's why I'm finding a lot of people, but still. Let me through! I'm jumping! Always someone. Well, that's okay. That's it. Hello, Ceres. My good friend. Stack for greens. Stack for greens. Oh. You know what? I always forget about the mechanic. I will tell you. Oh, okay. Someone did not leave. They were like, fuck it.
To me, return. Come to me.
Come to me. Oh, no one's blocking them. Oh boy. That's bad. One went through. One got through. And dodging. Kill that envy. Uh-oh. Oops. Great. But that completely wasted that firestorm there. That's fantastic. That's gonna lower my DPS too. I forget all the time. It's like it's right in front of my face and I'm looking straight at it. There's no excuse. I have absolutely zero excuse as to why I'm stupid. Like I said, Guild Wars 2 players aren't the smartest. And I was including myself in that.
Return.
Boy. Rock it with your bodies, baby. Do it. Do it. Oh, why are you so loud, bro? Calm down. It's fine. We're just killing you. Well, we got a lot of healing, I'll tell you what. And whoever is the healer there is doing great. Well, I saw this one. I saw this one. I'm running away as far as I can. Perfect. Oh god. Whoop. Great. Love it. Oh, no. Ooh, I got them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. We don't really run. We kind of do a jog. I feel like as our characters don't really run. Oh, I got that. No, what? I walked into that. What the fuck is that? Stupid as hell. Oh, stupid. Stupid. Yeah. Hunger for you to shut the fuck up. So, guess neither of us are getting what we want today. I mean, I might get what I want today, because I'm about to kill you. We are about to kill you. Kill that shadow. Get rid of that shadow. Do the thing to the shadow. Oh my god. Bro. Oh, I dodged right into the soup. Oh, I didn't know there was another CC phase, but we made it anyways. It's like I spent my one CC ability earlier. Oh, this is where he just like slams on the ground and does like a ton of damage. I forgot about that. Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Yay! Except leech? Who was leech? Who was leeching? Someone was leeching? I guess someone was leeching. I didn't see. I don't know who that was. That's garlic bread. Get out of here. So much random shit. I got this thing here. Let's do more. Let's hope we get some different ones. I had the other day, I had, what, 3 times in a row I got Whisper of Jormag. 3 times in a row. I was like, well, this kind of sucks. I don't know. All the hard work I did today was nothing. No hard work today. I recorded 2 episodes for a playthrough series, and then I did the short that released today, and I wrote a script earlier. Ooh, cool. I like this one. This one I'm a fan of. This one I like. This one is just the right amount of like mechanics. I don't know, it's very simple the way it's laid out. How do you guys like your eggs? Over hard. I like mine over easy. Scored? Scotched? What does that mean? Raw? Ew. Raw eggs? Weird. Whatever. Licked? Oh man, I don't understand.
I wouldn't blink.
Wouldn't blink. I gotta blink. My eyes are gonna dry out if I don't blink, lady. Go blink. Okay.
Why are you fighting it?
Oh. Hello. What? I was trying to get it out of it. Well, that's stupid. I'm a big dum-dum. I'm a big dum-dum. I don't think I've ever done that before. Ever.
This power feels good.
She keeps evading every time I'm using like my ground targeted AoEs. Really annoying.
I wouldn't blink.
Shut up. Just shut up, okay? Oh god. Oh god. So much going on. Jesus. The Phoenix every time I use it. There it is. Oh, we didn't hear it? What the hell? When do you hear my Phoenix? There it is.
Close your eyes.
You close your eyes. Hey, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it, Walt. Is it gonna be a bot? There's like a 1 in 90%, or the 90% 1 in 90. There's a 90% chance that that's a bot. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Okay. I mean, every time I'm trying to like get the AoE on her. I'm like, come on, man, sit still. I want to burn you. I wouldn't blink. You've told me this numerous times. Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
This power feels good.
Feels good. That's great. Love it. Love it. The power feels good. Oh, oh. I even waited on my AoE this time. I'm like, is she gonna move or not? Okay. She was in there most of the time, so it's good enough for me. Good enough for me. Ooh. Ooh.
Close your eyes.
Oh, stop teleporting everyone. CC, AoE, do all the things. Cool. Magnetit shards. What? Unsub for the bot allegations? That is not how you spell allegations. But that's... Wait, why is there a new person standing here now? It was not the same person. No, the thing is, I get so many people. Okay. I get so many people in here that are always like bots.
Let alone what they're actually trying to do.
So, it was a high % chance, I tell you. Really was. Really was. Mostly digestive foods. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, cool. That was fun. I want to do more. I want to do all of them. Give me more. But hey, welcome nonetheless. Even if you left already. I don't know. Appreciate it. Alright. What's the next one gonna be? My guess is Whisper of Jormak. I don't know why I'm on that. Whisper of Jormak. Basil. Look at Mr. Basil over here. Ooh, ah. Teleport me. Oh, it's Bone Skinner. Bone Skinner is another good one. I do like Bone Skinner. It's a little easy. It's a little on the easy side. It dies a lot. It's just because of power creep in the game so much. That's another thing. Doing dungeons, you know, I just... It's that guy again that asked about the eggs earlier. This is the third time we've done a raid with him. No. Third or fourth time. No, third time, right? Yeah. It's, you know, it's nothing against ArenaNet, but like, I would be so ashamed to be pushing people to be playing dungeons. I mean, when we were going through the dungeon the other day, it was like nothing but like glitchy, weird mechanics that were like, everything is a one-shot in those dungeons, right? You go to the raw dungeon, if you don't know how to dodge, you're dead. You're dying all of the times. It is absolutely insane with how that works in the raw dungeon. It's crazy to me. It's like everything does like 20,000 damage with every attack. Nothing is telegraphed to you at all. They just like, they will shoot you and you're like supposed to know, I guess, that that's happening to you. It's really funny. Oh, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead and dying. I'm dead too. Oh, wow. Thanks for that. Thanks for that spirit of nature. Oh my goodness. I got vomited on. Please, let me... Oops. Instead of going left, I went right. Oh no! Am I about to die? Oh, someone is reviving me. Thank you. Uh-oh. I was not paying attention to that. I was paying attention with skill bar, which is kind of sad that I'm that bad at this game that I need to sit there and do that. What? All right. Cool. Whatever. What do you want? Okay. Doing pretty good. Come on, Whisper of Dormag. I can't be completely wrong. Dude, if I don't get any, that'd be fucking hysterical. If I don't get any Whisper of Dormag, because the other day I had 3 in a row, so... Always excited to see your face. Always excited to see your face. What's her name again? Agnes. Agnes. I gotta work on Endless Summer at some point too. I don't even know what I need for that. I do wanna get that though. I don't have any legendary rings, so at some point in time I need to work on that. Penang Overlook, nice. That's a good one too. Do like this one. I hate the sections where you have to fight the other soldiers. I think those are just kind of annoying. Not a fan of those, but other than that, it's fine. It's pretty good. I think they just go on too long. Easy clap. I think they just go on just a little too long because there's like 2 of them. You know, 2 of those sections.
Usually I prefer to handle these matters in private. But as deathbeds go, you could do worse. Enjoy
Oh my god, I saw that. Got knocked the F off. Holy crap. Oh, and this prisoner ran right into that blade. I have done the exact same thing many a times, in fact. The music is so good in End of Dragons. Really, really enjoyed it. I don't know. I really enjoyed End of Dragons. I know at the time there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, I don't like it." I remember there was a lot of people that disliked it.
I represent Kanto's future.
I liked it a lot. I just think that they could have done a little bit better on some of the maps. I think New Kaineng could have been much better.
This is the best part of the job.
Saitong is fine, I think, for what it is.
The pillow myself.
Stay synchronized, you two. Strength in pairs.
Stay synchronized. Do 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 do.
No need to be ostentatious now. It's unbecoming.
Let's do it. Yeah, AoEs and all the damage. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Burn him alive. I feel like I'm not doing a lot of damage, but I don't know why. Of course, you would have ate right as I use my AoEs. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he do such a thing? You guys like tacos? Oh my god, first he talks about eggs, now tacos. First, no. First eggs, now tacos. I haven't had tacos in years, you guys. Kinda hungry, not gonna lie. Yeah, I can see that.
You think you're any match for me?
Okay. How did 7 people just get down? Or 6 people? I can't count. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, 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 please. Oh, nope. I don't want to get knocked off. Oh, no, 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 please don't. Oh, god. I'm hiding. Jeez. That was scary for a second. Oh, okay. I am numbered.
Vile fools! How dare you soil my nation!
This part I hate. The sniper and the mech. I could really do without them.
You? Easy.
You easy. Uh-huh. Cool. Sure. Say that now. I'll say that when you're dead.
Right. At best.
Trite. Weird word. Trite. I really want to kick her ass. Oops. Okay. There she is. Get her! Fire! All the fire! Yeah. Burn him. Burn him alive. Well, I don't know. Is he alive? It says mech rider, so there's clearly someone inside of that.
I'll dispose of you myself, you scum.
Let's stay back. Yeah, that's it. What's he doing? Still aiming. Oh, the numbered. I didn't even see the numbers though. That always takes forever to cast anyways. Oh. I do like the way that Dragon Tooth now works, where it actually follows your enemy. That's really, really nice. It used to not do that. It used to be ground targeted AoE, and that was a freaking nightmare to land at any point. I mean, it was awful. I wish they would do the same for Ice Spike on the water magic staff. Okay, we're all down again. Come on, we can do it. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, everyone. Is 1%. There we go.
Enough! Enough!
Enough! Enough, enough, enough. Enough, enough, enough. Ow. My jaw popped. There it is, Whisper of Jormag. Jeez. See, I told you guys. Just kidding. I was like 3. Oh my god, it was so fast. Whole group. It really does pay off to do this at prime time. Because I never do it around this time. I usually do it later at night. And, yeah. There's not that many people. If you get the right group, Whisper of Jormag is super easy. If you get the right people in here. Alright, come on guys. Simple. Whee. Let's do it. I wonder. I think this is gonna be a good group. We have that same guy with the eggs and the tacos again. So, oh. What, super speed. Or provided that. Thanks. We love me some good super speed. Big fan of the super speed right there. Oh my god. Let's do it. Oh, gotta feed myself. Let's go. Yeah, defeated. Hello? Hello? What's happening? What a bug. There's a person. Wait. I've never had this happen. Oh my god, this is crazy. I've done this so many times. Resign. Oops. Jesus. None of that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ring. Perfect. Let's redo that. I was like, this is gonna be easy. Yep. Hello. No, we already have this. Alright, let's try it again. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's try it again. Like nothing ever happened, you guys. Let's go. Well, I don't have super speed this time. So yeah. See, the first time was better. That's super speed. Alright. Defeating myself. Yeah. Oh god, I have a chain. I gotta get to the box so people don't have to sit in the chain. We're doing really good though, so. I don't know, I think I feel like the only raid encounter, why can't I cast this? Why does that always take so long to cast? I think the only raid encounter that I feel like gets failed is the Old Lion's Court. All the other ones are pretty simple. I mean, they're just regular strikes, you know. Oh no. Ooh. Oh. I'm gliding. Really? Always me using my AoE right when they move. Wow, we couldn't even CC it. We were doing so much damage so fast. Dude, you're so dead. I'm so dead. You. 8. Open these bad boys up. No, don't want to save this people. I don't care. I don't care. Oh. think these are all newer. Other people. Oh, Wizard of Jormag again. Look at that. Look at that. ADPS or a heal. Yeah, it's a new group. These are, I don't recognize these people. So let's see if we can do it even faster. What is this field in the ground? I think we're even faster now, Jesus. Oh, way over there. Hey, I can fly. I like that the CC phase in this game, or in this fight, and on all the Ice Root Saga ones, that it, you know, it gives you the ability to use the mastery, right? So you have some kind of CC even if you don't carry one on your bar. I kind of like that. I'm kind of a fan of that. I kind of liked how accessible Ice Root Saga made CCs to characters. You know, with the way station and stuff, you have CCs available. Just because sometimes, you know, like this build that I have, like, doesn't allow me really to have any CCs, so it's kind of nice to have that. We're right in the middle of that. Uh-oh, people are going down. We can do it. It's a couple of us. The end. Already opened that. Already opened that. And one last one. Where am I at? What am I doing with my life? Oh my god, that filled instantly to 9. Jesus. Like, I clicked the button and it filled to 9 immediately. That's crazy. I don't know why. I have not seen it like that. Oh, nice! Again, one that requires you to have CC, and they don't provide you any CC. A man warrior. He's naked.
You just brought everyone, huh?
He's not wearing any armor or weapons. So that's definitely a leech or something. I don't know. Because I'm gonna be watching him. I want to see what he does.
We should finish this now.
Okay, he's using the Juggernaut Elite. That doesn't excuse that he doesn't have weapons on. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna report him. I mean, I could, but I'm not going
Meet the
to.
most fascinating people.
I mean, I get having to, like, wanting to do something gimmicky or wanting to do something, you know, whatever. Like, I've tried it myself, but don't pull other people into your bullshit like that, you know? We're just trying to do our weeklies. Alright, so... God, please stop. CC. Yeah, he's not doing anything. I would love to see. I don't have a DPS thing installed, but for something like that, that is the only reason that I would want to have that installed.
I need your power. I need more. Please. I can't lose again.
I think that's what I'm gonna do after this. I'm gonna try my survival challenge again. I'm gonna try a little bit different. I'm gonna try to do a little easier on going on.
How did you...
I'm gonna try a different rule set this time. A little bit modified. Because I think going with no armor and no weapons is almost impossible to do. It's a very impossible challenge. Okay, I don't have any CC, so... Oh, that's amazing. You can ask the warrior man with no clothing, no weapons, no armors to do some things. Let's do that. Yay, go, go, go. This one. No, what? Not over there. Over here. Who put that marker there? That's just so stupid. Who put that marker over there? That was like the worst place marker ever. And we have a dead person in the group too. Great. Awesome. Not like it matters. It's just really funny to me. Like we're definitely gonna make this anyways. We're completely demolishing her right now.
This is going to be fun. you...
God. Don't res that piece of shit. Cool. What do you mean? What did that person do? I'm so confused. What's happening? We have one warrior that's running around naked here. He's not the asshole, apparently. Apparently this other person is the asshole. I don't even know. Freaking wild to me.
We should finish this now.
It's so simple. You just go into the direction she's not aiming at, and then you're like, oh, okay, has to be over here. I mean, it's really simple. And 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, yeah. Do it.
We should finish this now. This is going to be fun.
We're going to finish this right now.
How did you...
Alright, we did our weeklies. Yay! We got some legendary insight. I don't even know what I can do with that. Like, I don't even know what that does. I don't ever... I don't rate. Oh, used to craft. Oh, okay. Active envoy armor. Gift of prosperity. Gift of prowess. Gift of dedication. How do I get that? Oh, okay. How many legendary insights do I have? I don't think I have that many. Can I possibly make? 68. I can make 2 pieces with that. 2 pieces of legendary armor. That is not even that expensive to make. Chalk. What do I have for chalk eggs? Don't I have some of those? I don't know. Do I not have any? Are those crafting materials? The crafting materials. Let's open these first. Boom. Orc. Ingots, reclaim metal plates. Alright, let's turn this off. There we go. Nope. Nope. Okay. So, I have for eggs. 23 eggs. I just need 5. Just need 5. And then the ingots, I can craft them, correct? Work slivers and 30 piles of dust. What dust? Which dust is it? Piles of auric dust. Dee dee ding ding. I have 18 here. Oh. So I have more than that. Because I've... What did I have? I have 68 in here. 68 in here. 18 in here. What was that? 88? 86? 86. Can't do math. 86. That actually lets me do 3 pieces of legendary armor. So I need 15, 15, and 15. Gift of the Pact. Ooh. Alright, we can do some we can do some HOT. Chest of mine. Acquisition. Okay. Do I? What did I do? Did I ever do this? What is it called? Envoy armor. Did I do any of that? Oh, I did 1. I didn't do 2. Okay. And acquire soul mirror from Burnisher Kengo and use it to capture spectator from the lit goes scotch at the exit. Oh, okay. So I gotta do raids for that. Interesting. Interesting. And then that gives me it gives me a precursor on all of these if I do that. Okay. Cool. And then with that I need to get that. Stabilizing matrices. Where did I get those? Acquisition. Keepstone pack of the chance. Chest. Best song. Best song in all of Guild Wars, right here. Okay, so all I really need, and I need some obsidian shards. I think I'm low on those, aren't I? Or did I just? I think I just. Do I have some obsidian shards? They're in here. No, I'm good on obsidian shards. So I only need 50. If I'm doing 3 pieces. I need 3 that I can do right now. That I can work on. Okay. So I might work on that. Gift of the Pact. Gift of the Pact, and okay, I have a key. That's all I'm looking for. Leyline crystals. Leyline crystals. Tingle depths. Okay, let's do some tingle depths stuff. Let's just hang out there. Cause is that's easy to get. I already have that. And oh, I gotta do some fractals. Hey, how are you, Mish? I gotta do some fractals too. Just gonna work on the random shit. See, I like a simple. I mean, this is obviously like a Loki lookalike, but I like a simple look like that. It's very nice. All right, let's do some fractals. My weekly fractals. Okay, I don't need to have that on the charger. It is fully charged. Bot drama? I don't know. I just usually when I get someone on Twitch, at follow, it's usually a bot. When I get a follow, so I was like, oh, it could be a bot, and then this person was like, I'm not a bot, and then I'm unsubbing for the allegations, and I didn't read that part because I was in the middle of a raid encounter, and yeah, I don't know. They were just, I don't know. They disappeared, didn't say anything, so probably unsubbed. So I don't care. Okay, I get this one 90% of the time. 90% of the time, I get this. I like this one. This is my favorite fractal. But I get this one 90% of the time.
Anyway, welcome to Deepstone, lost treasure vault of the Deldemore.
So you're helping some thieves plunder a dwarven city.
Oh, great. The cavalry's here. I've
The
got my eye on you.
cavalry's here.
Don't
You're
you
welcome.
forget it.
I hate how like I
Your
step
keep.
onto this
Hit those
tile
drones
and I'm
on the other
immediately
side.
in combat.
Should turn this
I don't know
damn
why
thing
they.
off.
I don't know why they do that. I wonder if there's a specific reason for that.
Elemental. Well, that crystal's magic must be strong.
Let's just do this.
That thing's pretty tough for a bundle of air. Keep it up.
For a bundle of air.
Watch out for those gusts.
Watch out.
You've almost got it. Come on, that orb's as good
My
as
God. I've always wanted to make a video on porn,
Grab the orb.
but I don't know if people would actually give a shit. I mean, people don't give a shit anyways. Taking damage, yeah, but like you don't even. That's the thing. Like I step onto the platform without even taking any damage, and I'm immediately in combat. So it's kind of weird. It's like on that platform, you're always in combat. It feels like.
Oh no!
I mean, unless I'm just dumb.
No. You're doing great! Just avoid the pointy bits!
Just avoid the pointy bits. Oh, hello. She's right here in the entrance.
Something's wrong.
Oh, hello.
The room just got really cold.
I hate bosses that go invulnerable in the middle of the fight. It's so stupid. Like, let me keep doing damage, please.
Wait, I know those were giant talking spiders. I don't... Just... Let's...
Yeah, you can join after. It's fine.
Did you just... I see. This must be how the dwarves fought those shadow creatures.
Fascinating, really. Come on, let's go see if that door's open now.
Thorn is such a tragic character, but he's so interesting. I think he's like one of the most interesting characters in all of Guild Wars. And it's such an unimportant character, such a side character that people don't even realize he's been in the story since Guild Wars 1. It's really cool, actually. I like it a lot.
That did it. Look.
What is that weird visual glitch? There's like a weird visual, like, it's almost like tearing, but not really. That was weird. I don't know what that was.
Looks like another dwarven trap. Go and step on that other rune.
Oh yeah, I only do
This is
quick
just a
plays
hole
now on
around.
anything.
Dwarven traps are supposed to be clever.
Stop.
I mean, you get
whining.
extra rewards
Look,
out of
that
it,
did
you know?
something. Why don't you go take a look at that orb? We'll wait here.
Don't look so nervous. Treasure vault's gotta be right up ahead.
Honestly, the treasure is the last thing I'm worried about right now. After everything we've seen.
Well, the exit's right behind us. But you know that. What's keeping you here, Kay?
You don't remember. I owe you, Torin. I owe you everything I've got. You got me into the guild.
You are one of the most gifted mesmers I've ever seen, Kay. You earned that yourself.
That's not doing it. Is it over here? Oh, is it
Maybe
over
I'm
there?
rushing into this. Is the sort of thing that got me in trouble in the first place.
The vault's just ahead. And with our friends and their light, we can open it.
Well, we've also got you, Kay. Thanks for not giving up on me.
Huh. Interesting. Where are you guys going? Since when do we go over there first? We're going this way first. There you go. I think this way, maybe? No, that's not it. Must be from over here somewhere. Oh, it's from over there. No! Oh god. That was weird.
Not bad. So, Kay, I never asked. Why'd you hire the
Yeah, I'm
muscle
not gonna
you never needed
PvP.
it
I don't really
before?
care
To
to.
keep you from doing something stupid. Because I know you.
Well, we wouldn't be here without him.
I don't
Guess
really
you're
care.
into
What are
keep
the
after
rewards
all.
for that, anyways? Permanent finisher choice. That's kind of nice. I do like the
More of
finisher.
those shadow things.
More of those shadow things. Maybe I'll do that. Just fucking around in PvP and just being bad. I don't even care.
Torin, that voice. See you drawing closer. It knows we're coming.
Yeah, for the treasure vault. There it is. Come on.
Torin, wait! You don't have the light!
Thorn, wait, you stupid bastard.
What's happening? This horn is adequate.
You have to use it!
I wasn't worried about you, Kay, but that's fine. I would love to know more about Kay, too. I mean, I know about Torin,
My
but...
song echo through the darkness. The fire in the darkness will claim you.
I don't know, I really dislike PvP, but I'm gonna see if I can do push for it. I'm just gonna do a couple of things of push.
Keep going! You have to
I love how he's sitting underneath.
Form degrades. It will not last.
Hey, there he is again.
The darkness will claim you.
Nope. Nice. Well, that's exciting. I haven't been doing much Guild Wars at all, really.
I can still save you. I can fix this.
No, you can't, Kay.
No, you can't.
There's
You dumb
only
bitch.
one.
Get out of here. Yeah, I still gotta do a bunch of this stuff too. Condensed magic, gift of light. 2 gifts of light. People see the Dragon Knight changes happen on the 9s and they're glorious and regions. Yeah, I haven't played any of that. I haven't played at all. I really haven't been doing anything. I've just been sitting at home being really depressed for the last 2 weeks now. So I haven't really been able to do anything. So such is life. When you have crippling depression, you can't do anything with life. I did try to do a little bit this week, but I still feel like I didn't really do anything.
Hey, why don't we take that boat of theirs? Get ourselves off this island.
That would be a ship.
I love all the random items you can find. Lord Mr. Sir. Great name.
Okay, reading is over. It's the volcano. Get them!
My spirit endures.
Oh, someone was Okay, I was like, wait, that didn't happen yet. Someone was moving ahead to get the, again, because people, MMO players are the most impatient players ever, especially Guild Wars 2 players. They want to get everything done right away. They do not want to, they need it right then and there. The craziest thing.
Our God demands sacrifice! Don't falter! Our God will slay the intruders!
I mean, not that I mind a quick path like that, but I just think it goes to show that that's how MMO player or Guild Wars 2 players are now too. It's like you fail a fight once and everyone's like, okay, I'm leaving. Everyone's gone. Everyone leaves. It's like, oh my god. Give it a couple of tries, you know? You know, maybe they get better.
The spirit endures. Die!
Oh, okay. Excuse me?
This magic, our God will crush you all.
Yeah. And they're all jumping down there. I'm not doing that. It's stupid.
That's
I'm going around. It does not take that long to go around.
leading a new fractal disturbance.
I have no speed boost. I have the lowest health. I will die, and then I will have to be revived, and I'm not doing all that. It's not even that hard to go through there. I just think it's stupid. It's like I've done it a few times. I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, it does not take that long to run, like to just run that other path. I mean, do we really have to min-max a route that takes less than 20 seconds to run? Like, we're not speed running this. You know, I don't know. It's just whatever. I don't care what other people do. I won't do it. Because it's like you die, and or I die on my character for sure. So it's like then I gotta get revived, and that takes a little bit until Raza pops out. So
Just let me know when you're ready to depart.
I mean, I would get it if it was like, oops, I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click the other one. I'm so used to clicking that right now. Oopsies. Oh, can't invite you to party. I didn't mean to leave the party. That's my bad. Wouldn't know if I even have it. Never been diagnosed. Just dive into it more, probably because I don't have a job in the first place. Yeah, I don't know. Trust me, having a job doesn't help. Having a job does not help. It just gives you a whole bunch of other reasons to be depressed. What am I doing? I love this random fishnet. I mean, I guess they take it that way, but it just seems kind of silly to me. Because that was really not one of those moments where it was needed, right? Where it was needed to have a faster route. So I don't know. I just look at that. I'm like, okay, sure. I do love the music in this expansion. It's really, really good. I feel like a lot of the other expansions had a lot of like, there's a lot of really calming music, very relaxing music in this expansion. I feel like in the other expansion it was a little bit more frantic, maybe even more upbeat. Ooh, I got the shoulder thing. Ooh, I love this one. This is my second favorite fractal. Yeah. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Again. Firewood. Is the best music because the transition from normal music on map to combat is most fluid? I don't have combat music on. I should probably turn that on. I just hate it because the combat music in core maps has stayed the same for 75,000 years. Let me do that. Turn that on. Alright. But yeah, the music is really good. Oh, I just saved my screenshot. I think for Janthea for a while I did have the combat music on. I want to say. For like a short while just to kind of hear that. Oh my god, everyone is lagging behind and we're taking forever. Who's impatient now? No, it's really funny because the reason I said that is because anytime I do this, within like 3 seconds, we just completely obliterate that elemental. And then this was the one time that actually took longer, which is surprising. But, you know, whatever. It's so weird. I think maybe it has to do with, you know, that I played these fractals back in the day when they were... Watch the boss melt, though. I don't know. That elemental took way too long. I don't know if we're gonna melt the boss. But I remember back in the day when you actually had to use, like, strategy for these things, for the fights and stuff. I remember when you had to, like, when the boss would summon the ice elemental or whatever, and you had to, like, avoid the drops that come down, and there was, oh my god, it was very different. It was very different.
Even your lives.
Okay, maybe we are gonna melt the boss. Feels like we certainly
You
are
are
going
nothing
to.
compared to Jormag. Kneel before the might of dragon, or be destroyed.
I mean, that's such a weak boss. Crazy.
Statistically speaking, the next fractal must be warmer.
That's crazy how fast. Like I'm sure there's footage out there from, you know, 13 years ago or whenever the fractals came out. Oh man, and back then I played those fractals non-stop. I played fractals non-stop. I was doing this every day. This was when the fractals were still 3 scales at once, and then you had a boss fight at the end. Oh my god. And you had to like actually know the strategies and know how the bosses worked, and you had to have like build setups, and you know, there weren't like, this was before even alacrity and quickness were a thing, you know. This is when quickness was like, had it just been introduced? I don't remember, but yeah, very different. Fractals were way different back in the day. I feel like everything was. Okay, that didn't transport us. I don't know. Oh, maybe it did. I guess it just took a second to actually transport us. Oh great, this one again.
Okay, reading is over. It's the volcano. Get them!
My spirit endures.
This is fast if you get lucky and have full prepared. Yeah, I mean, there are some that are really fast now in the raid encounters. Some of them are super fast. Like any of the Ice Root Saga ones. Oh my god, crazy. I mean, I think they only have like 1 or 2 of those. Yeah, I tried to do Old Lines Court earlier, and that didn't work out. That didn't work out at all. I usually have like pretty good luck with it.
My spirit endures.
Usually I get a pretty decent group, but no. Earlier we were having such problems with it. People just kept dying over and over and over again. And then someone swapped over to like a heal, and it still was like wasn't working. And then I had one more try, and I was like, I'm leaving the group because this is kind of silly. Like our DPS was really good, but we had like no survivability at all in there. And I don't even know what people were dying to. They were just like on the ground, and then because they were on the ground, we were all dying because we kept on having to res them. And I'm like, I'm the squishiest character in all of Guild Wars. Like I'm a berserker wearing elementalist. Like I should be the first one down. If I'm not the first one down, there's something wrong. Like if I'm still standing when there's like 5 other people down, there's something really wrong. Tells me that they don't really understand.
My spirit endures.
Ooh. And that's it.
Die!
You come down here. God. Now you're coming down here. Come on, kill him. Yeah. Ooh, I got a key. I got a key. I still have 88 keys.
There, that's shaman's in the suit now. That's... Wait. Reading a new fractal disturbance.
Dun, dun. No, no, a fractal key. Fractal encryption key. I wish I would get. I think I've only ever gotten black line chess keys, maybe 2 or 3 times now from monsters over my many years of playing. Oh. What is that? Yeah, I'm really unlucky with that. I have never gotten. I mean, like I said, in 12,000 hours, I've gotten like 3 of them, I want to say. So I know there's people that are even less lucky than that, but the thing also is kind of, I guess you can't really compare hours played to how many keys you've gotten. Because the thing is, I think when we look at someone like, if you look at someone that's a raid player, for example, right, they have, they're less likely to get a key because they're just fighting bosses, right? So if they're not fighting bosses, or if they're fighting bosses, they're not fighting regular small enemies, right? I've been playing this game so much, and for the first 6-7 years of the game, all I did was create new characters, level them up to 80, and then delete them, and create another character, level them to 80, and then delete them. Like, for 6-7 years, that's all I ever did. Meaning that I killed a lot more creatures than someone that played through, and that's, let's say that just did raiding, right? Like someone that's been raiding since raids came out a little bit ago, later on in the game's lifespan, if all they've been doing is raiding, their chances aren't as high. That their chances are a lot lower because they haven't defeated that many enemies. You know what I mean? I would love to know the statistics. I wonder if there's some kind of like Guild Wars 2 efficiency thing or something that they could pull up that tells you how many creatures your account has killed. I would love to know that, because I feel like there's a massive difference between people that are endgame raid players versus people that are like super casually just playing. Because the super casual people, they're more in the open world. They're hanging out in those areas and stuff. I mean that, or of course spending money, and then now you have the vault too, right? So every 3 months you can get 3 keys. Like that's that's the new thing as well. Not guaranteed, but you can have a higher chance of doing map completions and stuff. Yeah, I have a feeling that I have a lot more kills of creatures than other people. I think the people that have the most will be the people that do metas all the time. Because in meta events, you just defeat so many enemies, right? Like if you're one of those where you do a world boss chain and you're going around doing all the world bosses for the day, and you do that every day, you just defeat so many enemies, because so many of those world bosses and the meta events and all those, they just have a ton of enemies that you kill, right? Like that you help out with killing, and those probably have the highest number. And then next up are probably people like us that are just like always making new characters and leveling up and playing casually. Oh my god, I'm so slow. Yeah. Centaur events, yeah, in the Harathi Hinterlands. Where's everyone? What are we all doing? That person over there is down. They must be new. Are they new people? What's going on here? Oh, that is a brand new person here. Holy crap. This person has less than 500 points. These are new people. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Ugh. Someone is actually doing the mechanic of getting the firewood for the bonfires. That was crazy. Wow, we have a Spellbreaker, Agent of Chaos. That's like a brand new player. Yeah, so the new fragile events in open world, tons of enemies there now too. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I mean, if you do any of the big events, if you do the Scarlet invasions or the invasions from what are they called? The season 4 invasions, Joko's minions, the Awakened. If you do any of those, you just kill a ton of enemies all the time. If you do Labyrinth every Halloween, I mean, that's a ton. Like, that's a ton of enemies that you kill every Halloween. If you do the Dragon Bash event, right? The Dragon Bash, the holograms, like either in the open world map or even in the little arena. I mean, there's so many, right? There's so many places. Oh, is everyone here? Everyone is here.
We'll take everything from you, even your lives. You are nothing compared to Jormak. Kneel before the might of Dragon, or be destroyed.
Alright, even with a brand new player, he did it. I think I'm done with my weekly. I haven't gotten any things for that. Because I forget you don't get a chest for them. So I think I'm done. Is there like a thing? See, this is what I hate. This whole achievements panel is just, it's fucking awful. It's fucking awful. I don't even know where I'm looking. What am I? I'm getting anxiety just looking at Fractals of the Mist, and then there's weekly. That's not the one? Wait, don't we have weekly fractal thingies? Or quick play? Where's the quick play thing? Is that just in raids? I don't... Am I stupid? I don't know where I would find that. I mean, this is such a mess. How would anyone be able to find anything in here? Is there no weekly thing? This is not it. The quick play? Where's the quick play thing? Don't they have that? stupid. Why? Why is it under there? Where is it? Fractals? Do you guys see what I'm saying though? This is such a mess. The entire achievement panel is so bloated with hot fucking garbage. It is the most unintuitive thing that I've ever in my life. If anyone, you know what? If anyone ever quits, it's down here. This one. But that's not the quick play. Isn't there like a quick play thing? Oh, is this it? No. There's a isn't there a quick play thing? Am I crazy? Quick play and search. Hold on, let me do that. I'm just leeching at this point. Quick play. Weekly fractal quick play. I have it. It's 5. I thought it was 10 as well. Where is that under? It's in here. There we go. It's right there. Oh my god, that's such a mess. All of that is such a mess. Awful. I don't know. They just keep bloating it and bloating. Every year there's more and more and more, and it's just a nightmare. Like I said, if I ever met anyone that says, you know, I tried to get a handle on the like achievement panel, and it was such a nightmare, I quit the game, I would be like, I get it. I fucking get it. I really do. It's one of those things, like, I've always wanted to go in and do more of the achievements. But it's such a mess in that achievement panel that it's so hard to find anything in there. It's awful. I mean, they really need to do an update on it. I'm excited for what's to come with Guild Wars 1. Like, I'm not upset about going back to Guild Wars 1 at all. Because it doesn't have that bloat in the UI, and I can customize the UI, and it just, I don't know. It's one of the things. They're just like. It's one of the things that really pisses me off with Guild Wars 2. It's every time I open this, I'm just anxiety ridden. Like, this was okay in the beginning. Again, if you look back like 12 years ago, maybe, that was fine, you know? You had like some categories in here and stuff like that, but now, I mean, it's awful. It's so bad. And I'm not a UI, UX designer in any shape or form, but I'm a consumer, and that's just awful. I like simple setups. You know, I don't mind you wanting to give me rewards for different things that I do and have different categories for things and stuff, but I don't know. It's just, there has to be a different way to do it all.
Citizen. Let's see what this does.
I'm trying to do is just keep your sewing because I'm not comfortable with the characters build I come up with.
Leave at once.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just keep trying to find something. I kind of restarted myself, but I went back to doing like a fire elementalist for pre, so I'm doing pre, I'm leveling in pre-searing right now. And I think I'm just gonna stick with that character, but I hope that they're gonna add more for pre-searing, so that's the hope that I have right now. Guys, you're gonna have to come down from there. I mean, this is just...
Why don't you play with live wire?
Where? Where? I don't see any. Oh my god, it's on the other side the whole time. Damn.
amplify the power. Fry! Test!
Fry like spit on a lightning rod. I've done these fractals so many times that back then, the early ones, I could recite them by heart. You won nothing!
Tremble and cry as I unleash my greatest.
It's really fun.
Have I mentioned how much I hate those
Those
grubby,
grubby little
inquests?
inquests. Yeah, I've done it a couple of times. Keel was such an interesting character. She became so important in season 1, and she was such a random character that they had just become important like that, you know? She was like everywhere in season 1 for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, same. Pre-seeing is where I'm stuck because I like it so much. I want to get to level 22, but I like the patience. And then even if I leave with the class, I think I lose interest. I don't know. Maybe you need to find a guild or something, like other people to hang out with and pre-seeing and stuff. Like that could be kind of fun. Because I tend to, especially now that you can have 4 people. Oh. Now that you can have 4 people in a group and pre-searing, it makes a lot more sense to actually be in a group and actually do fight together. And I did today. I did a couple runs of like a boss run, of like a boss fight. Boss rush thingy, and that was kind of cool. I got a couple of okay items, nothing crazy, but it was fun, you know. And I just do that a couple of times. I do my daily mission, my daily quest. Someone told me Keel translated big boobs in some other language. Forgot what language. Huh. I mean, I could have been trolling, but that seems like such a random thing to say, though. You know what I mean? So I kind of believe it. I could totally see it. Yeah, I mean it's fun. You can do like a little boss rush, and you get like, you know, the more. I mean, with 4 people now, doing a boss rush is so easy, and it's so fun too, because you go in and you just destroy everyone, and you resign, you go back out, and you can get some really good items, and level up in the process, and have fun with other people. You know, I don't know. Oh, interesting. I wonder what language that was. But yeah, I have a feeling that they're gonna add more stuff to pre-searing for Guild Wars. Like, I find it very suspicious that they only added like 1 quest in there and created like a whole outpost, and they're not like, they're definitely going to be doing more in pre-searing. And there's actually been, so I don't think I talked about this. Did I talk about this? That there were leaks or not leaks, but there was data mined. There was data mined that there was going to be a dungeon in Pre-Searing Aspen. Did I talk about that? I feel like I didn't talk about that. But yeah, so there's definitely, so people have data mined. If you go into the, like, I guess the map data of Pre-Searing. Oh, look at that poor soul down there. If you go into the map data of Pre-Searing Ascalon, there's actually like a section that's blocked off for like a dungeon-esque looking thing. I saw like a video on this that someone actually went in and did this. I think he did a short on the dungeon thing. That wasn't me. I definitely did not. I did do stuff on Pre-Searing, but not on a dungeon.
You can't be here.
I did a short on where I was talking about future content, because we have like, they're talking about that there's other villages and stuff, like old what did they call it, outposts or something that they found. So those, like, yeah, there's definitely hints that there's something more coming, but nothing specific like actually map data that I talked about. Well, I did multiple shorts on Pre-Searing. So I did a short on the heroes, on Devona, Sin, Menlo. That came out today. So that came out today, but I did another short a couple weeks ago where I talked about or a couple weeks ago, like a month ago or something. Yeah, I did a short on Devona today, so that came, I think that came out today or yesterday. Hello. Magical girl. Magical bunny girl with big tits. Can you do your thing? So, but yeah, apparently there were data mine. There's a data mine thing. I don't know if I could actually like find it myself. Hold on, I'm gonna leave the group here. I'm gonna see if I can find it myself. I don't think I can show it because, well, I don't know. Would that be legal for me to do? Show it? In terms of being a partner, I mean, I don't know. But I want to look at it. Let me see, because I do have the map browser still installed. What? Where is it? There it is. Let me see if I can see it. Let me see. I gotta find the right map. I have the maps pulled up. Oh no. Megastone, Snoreheart. Is it like way on the bottom? It's probably way on the bottom, isn't it? Probably goes backwards. Okay, let's see. Let me start. Old Ascalon? Oh no, that's okay, but we're getting closer. Nolani Academy, Ruins of Sirmia, Fort Rannick, the Great Northern Wall. And now we're okay. Test map. What is this? Ooh, this is a new map. This is a new test map that they have in here. It's literally just a thing. It's not even anything. Doesn't even some test map. That same map, but actually it's the same map. It's just a little canyon, and it has a texture on it. and some tiles on the ground. That's all it has. Okay. I think I went past it. Okay, let's go back up. Yesa Lowlands. Not that, right? No, Greenwich Courtyard. It's not that. Oh god. I'm like way zoomed in. Kind of cool to see these maps. I mean, I did the map fly through with you guys. What, like 6 months ago? 8 months ago? A year ago? How long ago was this? Fissure of Wall. Emberlight Camp. Cool map. Perdition Rock. Kind of cool to see this stuff like in a different perspective. That's not it though. Hyken Square. Hyken Square in the Breach. No, that's post-searing. What is it called? What would it be called? No. Riverside. The Courtyard? What is the Courtyard? What is that? Oh. Ascalon City. That's post-searing again. It is. Where is it? Region Valley. It's probably all post-searing, right? Ah, that's definitely post-searing. Air at Sea, Salt Flats, that's all. Ring of Fire, Hell's Precipice, Golden Gates. What are these? Eternal Grove. The Catacombs. I wonder if anything has changed here. Okay, I don't... Oh god, it's laggy as hell right now. So I don't know how you survive stuff. I can't do it. I like swapping elements. I mean, I hate swapping elements, so how I survive, I just dodging is my best friend. If I don't dodge, I am dead. That's pretty much, I mean, that's pretty much the secret to doing solo anything. Like mono element anything. It's like you have to dodge. Unless you're in water, of course, then it doesn't matter. Ooh, the Northlands. I think that's the map right here that I'm looking for. Okay, let me see here. So they said, someone said in the north. Let me see, is it in the files already? Someone said, was it in this map? Okay, I don't. Okay, I don't see, this is the regular Northlands map, which has a lot more area in it than we previously have seen, but this is not what I was shown. Lakeside County, pre-Ascalon City, Ashford Abbey. Let's look at that. Let's look at that map, see if there's anything there. There's nothing there. There's two... Why is there two Catacombs maps? That's what I don't understand. I would do single Fire Evoker if I could use the evade utility from Weaver. And the heal from Catalyst, or the heal from Tempest. I like the what is it, the one that I use? The Ether Renewal? Because Ether Renewal heals for a ton and removes conditions and gives you endurance, which really helps with just being able to dodge more, right? Because you recharge so much endurance. You get like after the pulses, you get a whole bar of dodge back again. I do die a lot. I mean, if I'm not careful, I do die a lot for sure, 100%. Okay, is it in here? What is that building? I'm in the catacombs maps right now, and there's a big building on the far side. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the oh, what? I never knew that. There's actually like a there's actually a floor. Oh, that's cool. I just, the big building is the is that round circular hole that you can find. What map was that where someone saw that there was like a new area way off to the side? Dude, the catacombs are massive. It's a massive map. Holy shit. What's over here? It fully recharges your full bar. Kinda insane. If it doesn't, you can get bigger in the build to help. Oh, it does do the full bar? See, it's really good. Ether renewals, they made ether renewal really, really good. It used to not heal any conditions at all. It used to not heal any conditions at all. And now it does a ton of condition renewal removal. Okay, this is not it. Region Valley. Foible Sphere. Why is Foible Sphere its own? I guess I get it. Huh. I don't know which map that was, and then the Barradin Estates, Region Valley. I mean, none of these have anything in them. I thought it was in the Northlands. Region Valley. Region Valley is just Region Valley. Yeah, Region Valley is just Region Valley. Let me go through the rest of the map and see the rest of the other maps. And see if there's some kind of new map, maybe? Some kind of replacement map that they're putting in their Great Temple, Jade Quarry, Fort Koga, Jahai, Vortex. This is all Nightfall stuff. Nightfall, still Nightfall, still Nightfall. We're in the domain. Oh my god. Okay, here we go with Eye of the North. Isle of Worms. Is that a PvP? Oh, that is a PvP map. Saknos Valley. Beneath Lion's Arch. Okay. I don't see this map that someone... There was a video somewhere. You guys can find it. There's a video somewhere of someone showcasing... I forgot which map it was. It was one of the pre-searing maps, and it had like a whole section added to it that was like a dungeon. It was like, it had like multiple like... had like a layout of a dungeon, and that it was like completely blocked off by mountains, but it was just situated in the same map as whatever pre-searing map it was. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't remember. So I really thought it was in here, but maybe, did I look at Lakeside County? Oh, I did. Did I? Although your full fire build is better to have the fire elemental elite than it is to have the current elite you're using. Oh, no, it is. I mean, if you're talking about damage, it's 100% the elite, the fire elemental is better. The thing is, it gives it, you have an AoE on it. That's the only reason I use it. Or not AoE. Oh my god. There's a CC on it. That's what I was trying to say. There's a CC that you have on that elite that I'm using right now, because you barely have any access to any to like any CC on that character at all. So I'm just using the one that gives me a little bit of CC. I would love to use the fire elemental, but it's just a little bit more, it's more damage. That's all it is. Probably a lot more damage, but it's just yeah, doesn't really work that way for me, because I want to have more. Yeah, this is not it. I don't know which maps. I don't know what if they had like a different build or something, if this was removed in some build or something. I don't know. Could we find it based on ID? Would it have the highest ID? It does not have the highest ID. Lowest ID? Map ID? I don't know how I would find it, so. Yeah, I don't know. Can't find it. I'll make my fire elemental do CC. I guess that's kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have that. I have the my favorite for relic, the relic of the Mist Stranger, which gives me. This also helps with survivability, because you are constantly, whenever you attack, you're healing yourself. And since quickness, you have access to quickness on this build really fairly easily. You can't 100% maintain it. I mean, you could if you change some of your stats, but the way that my stats are, I can't maintain it 100%. But you attack very quickly. So, you know, if I do this, right, like I heal, I mean, obviously that was a terrible example. But yeah, every time I attack, I heal for 100. So that actually helps a lot, you know, but I also do another 100 damage each time. So it's not the best, but it just helps a little bit with survivability, just a tad, right? If I can keep my dodges up, obviously it's not going to heal through all of that, you know, but between this and dodging, that helps a lot. Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, if you have quickness, which I have access to, you know, let's attack this guy right here. Obviously I'm going to die to him, but let's see. Come on. Mr. Clear. See, so I attack really quickly. See, I'm down. So it is still really squishy. It is still super squishy. But I just like using that. Helps with survivability too, actually. That AoE, or that elite. Because the otter portion of it actually heals you if you're in range. So if you're doing like close range, that is also very good. He escaped. And it's just damn powerful. I mean, you do like a ton of damage with it. You know what I mean? So it's a matter of I don't die because I kill everything way quicker than it can kill me, which is super nice, you know? I mean, before this guy could even look at me, he's dead, right? So... oh, the meta is happening? For one, enjoying it, but my new main is Luminary. I don't love it as much as I do. I feel like you change your main like every 3 months. There's like a new main that comes out. Like, I really love this. I'm playing this, and then 3 months later, I really love this. This is my new main. Engine before that was Warrior. I feel like wasn't there like another one that you had that you really liked? What was the other one? There's something else that you liked too. Was it I remember. There was something. I feel like there was something else. Wasn't there? Didn't you have the Ranger at some point? Wasn't that in there too? I don't remember. I don't know. Did you love a Luminary? I mean, I don't know. I don't enjoy Luminary personally. I don't like it. I don't like it. I find the Forge or whatever they call it too clunky. It's just weird. To me, it's clunky. I'm not saying it is clunky, but to me it's clunky. Just from my own brain, it's too clunky. So I just. Oh yeah, Gale Shot. That's right. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, I feel like there was like something else. Like, I feel like in 3 months I'm gonna hear you say, oh my god, I tried a Troubadour and it's my new favorite. I love it. It's awesome. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not judging at all. It's like, I still, after all these years, I feel like I have a main, but then I don't want to have Warrior as a main, because the thing is, the reason why I don't want Warrior to be my main is because Warrior is so hated by the developers that I don't want to play that. I don't want that to be my main because it's so hated by the developers. Every balance patch is just awful for Warriors. We never get anything good. Everything gets nerfed all the time. Whenever they add anything good for the class, they take it away like next balance patch. I mean, and they've been doing this for years now on Warrior. For years. And so it's just, I don't want Warrior to be my main because it's not good. I'm going to the north. I'm going to the north. Goodbye. Goodbye. Maybe I can help here. I have damage. That's the one thing this guy can do, is damage. I gotta go into Radiant Forge mode and hit skills in a very specific order and stream 1 to forge that out. Yeah, and see, that's weird to me because it's like you then have to like press the 1 button until your forge runs out. It's weird to me. I'm like, I don't want that. I like, on my classes, I like to have options. It's like if I don't want to press every single button, I don't have to, right? Like I like that. I like that on other classes. I don't like the classes that are like, that have like, where you have to press a certain button, right? Like it goes into the rotation thing, I feel like. You know, I just, like on this guy, I can just click whichever button and I'm doing my thing. And I like that. Hello? That was weird. I'm like, there's not enough swords here. No one is here.
Focus on the device again.
Focus on the device. Nice shot. It's just spamming auto attack. I know, but it feels like I have to press that because I just don't have access to other things. And I'm just not a fan. I don't know. It's a problem with me. I'm not saying it's a problem with the class at all. I clearly many people are enjoying Luminary, but I just don't. I hate it. I tried it. I really did. I gave it like a really good try. I sat down. I made like a whole character for it. I had like a whole setup with it. Sat there for like a couple hours. Really tried to like get into it. You know, fully, really like, okay, I'm gonna try different builds, try different things here. And it's just like none of it was clicking for me. I was like, this just sucks. Skills on weapons are actually left mouse 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see. Well, the combat isn't hard for me. I mean, that's not the part that I don't like about Luminary. For me, it's like when I try a new class, though, it's just a matter of getting used to the buttons. But what I enjoy about Evoker is the simplicity of it. It's like if I want to do a thing, you know, my thing is to deal damage, and any button that I press will do exactly that. And that's simple. You know, obviously there's some, I would like to have maybe a little bit more utility in some of the things. I think that Elementalist utility skills are still kind of lackluster. But for all intents and purposes of just doing damage, just pressing any button will most certainly do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, I'm dying. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he's hopping around. Should put rabbit ears on him. We're never gonna make this. You joking? Only have 4 minutes left. There's no way we're not doing enough damage to this guy. Ow. I tend to change with paths I'm playing based around balance changes. I like new weapons and new... I mean, I like to do that too, but I feel like in more recent years, the balance changes really haven't been... They haven't been about the builds that I play. You know what I mean? Like Spellbreaker, Bladesworn, like I've been looking for stuff like that there, and they haven't given us any decent changes at all in those in that particular area. Specifically like Bladesworn, they haven't done it. Specific trade lines too. I feel like there's like the one I really like that I still haven't really looked at is the Ranger one with the Beast Mastery. I really like that change, so that might be something that I'll look into at some point in time. Hey Emily, I'm okay. How are you? I know you're just messing around, but it's really obvious why I do what I do when I look at it analytically. I mean, I think it's also a little different for you because you have the time to just spend and say, hey, I'm gonna make a new character, or I'm gonna focus on this character, or I'm gonna make a new account. You know, like there's a lot of people that don't have that don't have the time to invest like that, and so they kind of want to stick with like maybe the same few that they enjoy and not necessarily have to change all the time. because they just don't have time to sit there and learn like new rotations all the time and new things or whatever. So I think it has something to do with that too, you know. How are you, Emily? New specs and I'm really looking forward to the next expansion pack, new weapons we're getting. So I'm currently working on a video. I'm trying not to half-ass it, but at this point I'm kind of inclined to half-ass the video. But I am working on a little bit of a video where I want to talk about weapons and stuff like that. Just discussions that we've had on the stream before about weapons and how I think we're not going to see new weapons, or how would... Not that I don't think we're going to see new weapons, how I would like to not see new weapons on Professionals. So just kind of a video on that. Can we actually make this? Wow, I would be impressed if we could. Such a randomly thrown together group of... Oh my god, we're spinning, you guys. We're spinning around. It's scary. Nice to see you. Yeah, I know. I talked about it earlier. It's just been... for the last like 2 weeks, I've just been... you know, not even that work has gotten in the way. It's just that I've been sitting at home depressed. Like, I've been sleeping on that couch almost every day, just laying there and doing that. Even today, I was all day long, I was sleeping on that couch. So, oh my god, people are bombarding me with stupid shit. Oh, the southern one, the one that's usually always the quickest.
Devices are now fully
Are
disabled.
you thinking they'll just do new elite specs again? No, I was thinking, well, and I know that it's super unpopular.
Surely this isn't the end of our surprises for the day.
Because having Kanag talk in my ear while I'm talking. No, I've talked about this before, where I said I don't think we should add new weapons or new elites, or the weapon part specifically. The elite specs is something different. I don't mind that. I think elite specs is always something that people look forward to. Having them annually is probably too much to ask, which is fine, but that's, I feel like it's a whole different discussion. For me specifically, the idea was doing weapon reworks rather than doing new weapons altogether. Because the problem is, you know, when we look at major balance patches, you can see that there's a lot of weapons, a lot of skills, a lot of those things that are not getting touched on, and that's because they're focusing on always the new thing that's coming in, right? So the new specs are coming in, the new weapons are coming in, and so for the next year, they focus their balance patches on making those weapons kind of fit in, right? And like, oh, okay, is this overpowered? We'll tune it down a little bit. Okay, tune something up a little bit, make it stronger, maybe change what some of the skills do, blah, 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 do all of that, right? And it leaves behind other skills. It leaves behind, there are certain skills in the game, and we know this, and I talk about this all the time. Freezing Gust. That hasn't gotten touched on. And that's because they don't have time, because they only have 3 people working on it, right? So they have 3 guys working on it, and they don't have time to touch on all these skills. So the more skills we add, the less likely it is that we will see changes to already existing weapons and already existing things. I would not mind a complete weapon reworks, where we get complete new animations, complete new skills, complete new uses for what the weapons do, instead of getting new ones, because I think that would make that just so much easier for them. It would make it so much easier on their balancing. It makes it so much easier on everything, right? Because the major balance patches are already incredibly lackluster. They're so lackluster in so many different areas. Yes, they have been going in the right direction, and they have been looking at changing some of the core trade lines and changing some of what the skills do. You know, but there's still so many weapons and so many things that haven't been touched on in years. Like, in years, right? Like, Engineer Pistol and Shield, Warrior Greatsword, you know, Elementalist Focus. There's so many that are just completely just shit, right? Like, that could be better, but because every year we add new things in that they have to focus on because it's the new shiny thing. You know, this expansion released with this weapon set, so this weapon set has to be good. Otherwise, the people that are buying it, they're gonna be like, well, what the heck is this, right? We need good weapons. So they have to focus to balance. This is what everyone's playing right now. This is the new overpowered thing. This is the new animations, the new things, the new whatever. So we have to focus on that, right? And it's just gonna get worse. I mean, they have 3 people working on this, and we can't expect 3 people to balance. I mean, like, I don't even want to know the amounts of combinations that we have between elite specializations and weapon setups. If you look at the amount of, you know, you have to take 4 elite specializations times the number of weapons that are available to each, like, weapon setups that are available to each, right? Because I can't say specific weapons, because you could have, like, you know, you can have a warrior with an offhand pistol and a main hand axe, or you could have a dual wielding axe, right? So that's 2 separate setups, even though you're using main hand axe in one hand and the main hand on both setups, right? But that's not the same build as someone that's using a pistol in the offhand, right? So you have to kind of look at all of those, right? Because different weapons interact in different ways with each other, and that's insane. The amount of, like, skills and combinations that are available that have to be balanced is already crazy. And every time, now that we have a 4th set of an elite specializations, like a 4th set of elite specializations for, you know, for 9 classes, right? For 9 professions, you now have to look at it as in every weapon that you add on 9 classes times 4 elite specializations, you're adding that amount of balance that you have to keep up with, right? It's insane. And I don't think that it's feasible. I don't think it's feasible. I don't think that this is something that's it's just going to become a really sore point in the very near future for Guild Wars. I can guarantee this. I will stake my life on that it's gonna get to the point where their balance is gonna not be as great as people are expecting it to be, because they're only gonna be able to focus on the main things. And there's gonna be people that are gonna be looking at something like, you know, I don't know, like Tempest, or something like, I don't know, what's not performing well in that space. Like, I don't know, I feel like right now they're doing okay, but I think there's some specs that are definitely getting outperformed, and specifically weapons 100%, you know. I really think balance would be easier if they took the power of lead power burn, create some engines quickly, and just made a thing across the board. Let us do power. I mean, but balance is so much more than that. You know what I mean? Like, balance is so much more than just simply having a trade that allows you to give you build options and something like that. You know? Because you have to, like, I don't know. That's it seems like a cop-out answer. Because it doesn't just go into the... It doesn't even just go into the numbers game. It's not just a numbers game. But you have to look at something like animations, for example. Right? People don't want to just use the new and shiny thing. Best example I could possibly give you right now is Gale Shot, right? People don't want to just use the newest thing because it hits hard. There was an enemy. There's an enemy. What the hell? Okay, I see that person over there with 75 things on them. Herald of Darkness over there. I don't even know what that was, how I died there, but it's also like, you know, people, like, as soon as they saw Gale Shot, there was a ton of people that were like, well, this is how longbow should work. That's how longbow should work, right? There was a ton of people that said that. Were they necessarily wrong? No, not really, because all you're doing is you're wielding a longbow with the powers of wind. Okay, cool, but you're kind of still wielding a longbow, right? And it's just kind of, a lot of people were saying, well, this should have been the new, that should have been the new skills, right? It's not just about the numbers, but it's about the animations. It's about, like, there's stuff that's been outdated for, that's been the same for 14 years. Look at something like Scepter on Guardian. Scepter on Guardian is still a pretty decent weapon. It does pretty good because inherently Guardian weapons always perform better. They always do. They never lag behind, and I've talked about this many times, because they have the inherent trait that all of them have symbols on them. Meaning you have 2 trade lines that interact with symbols. So even if your weapon isn't up to snuff when it comes to balance, as long as you're using those 2 trade lines, you should be okay on those weapons, because you're you know, technically you're adding functionality to your weapon and it's making them good, right? But people didn't want to use Scepter anymore because they got sick and tired of the animations of it. They were like, these are annoying skills. I remember when the pistol was added into the game, okay, and everyone's like, oh my god, thank god I can get rid of Scepter, because the Scepter skills are annoying. So it's not just a matter of opening up builds and you know, number adjustments. Number adjustments can always be done, but what I'm talking about is true reworks, where we get new icons, new animations. You know, I want to see like new, you know, there's so many, like, when you compare the fire that I get from using my one skill, right? If you look at that versus the sun god that was running around here earlier, that has the Primordus legendary weapon, right? That lava effect, you can see, is way crisper, way cleaner, way better looking than anything that the old Elementalist skills do, right? So it's a matter of that too, you know what I mean? So when I'm talking about like reworks, I'm talking about true reworks, where you go in, you change the icons, you change the abilities, you change how your character moves, you change what you're casting, the, you know, all of that. That is what I want. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I was saying. I couldn't fit it in one full minute. That's why I don't like Airshot. I want to do a Condi build with it, and it just doesn't exist. Mostly what I've been saying, I want an entire revamp on Condi and Power Works. I want it to be an option from the core of your class. Yeah, but you're talking about just Condi and Power. Like, you're still talking about, like, I guess a numbers game, right? Because it's to be able, forcing you to use. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? The core of Guild Wars is built around the idea that whatever weapon you're using, that's the build you're using. That's the core of Guild Wars 2, right? So I get what you're saying with the, like, adding the ability to use that, but it still doesn't really. I feel like it creates a bigger mess than it doesn't really fix the problem, because you're not looking at the actual skills, right? Just adding a trait that lets you do, oh, okay, well, now on this power weapon that's completely, right? So the band-aid is, okay, well, this power weapon sucks asshole, okay? It sucks really, really bad, but because of this one trade, it doesn't suck anymore, because
You have accomplished nothing here.
because of this one trade, it doesn't suck anymore, because now you can, with this power weapon, you can now do Condi damage or whatever, right? Because of this one trade. But that's just a band-aid fix. That's not fixing the actual weapons, right? What that does is it forces you to use that specific trade line, that specific trade, and that specific trade line, because you, in order to have that weapon be good, you have to use that, right? That's what we're running into right now with the Necromancer's staff, right? Where they, like, change that trade to make the staff actually a decent weapon. That's not a fix to the weapon. Like, that's awful. Forcing you to use a specific trade line in order to make a weapon good, that's really shit. That's not good, you know? Okay, so what are you talking? Because that's what you said earlier. You said earlier you said have a trade where you can have that, where you get like Condi, like they should add that to everyone. I wouldn't want everyone. I like the idea of having Condi, a difference between Condi and power. I do like that because they're two different play styles. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want every weapon to be able to do power damage, and I don't want every weapon to be able to do Condi damage. Like, I don't really like that. If there was a way to specialize in one way or another, that would be fun with like one specific weapon, but I don't want to have the ability of having that on every one. I kind of like the idea of having that still. But I just feel like it just needs to be, I don't know. I just feel like it needs to be updated. Well, yeah. Well, you're saying that you want to be able to do both, like Condi and power, on any weapon. That's pretty much what you're saying. Which I disagree with. I don't want that to be the case. I like that there's Condi weapons, and I like that there is power weapons. Just with the way that the game is set up, I feel like there's a place for both of those to exist. And I like the idea that, I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe being able to do whatever with either weapon, or do either with any weapon would be fine. But I feel like that's missing the crux of what I'm talking about completely. Like that, because that's just one part of it, and that doesn't help to fix any of the problems that exist with the balancing as a whole. I feel like that's two completely different things that we're talking about here. Because I'm just talking about like updating the weapons, right? Like I'm not talking about changing specifically what they do in any shape or form. They just need to be updated in the sense of like, I mean, that will never happen just because that would require them to do a lot of, I mean, that would be pretty much doing a revision of so many things, right? Because you gotta imagine if they combine it into just DPS, right? It's not power and Condi, it's now just DPS. They would have to look into stat changes. They would have to look into different foods. They would have to look into runes. They would have to look into relics. They would have to look into different stat combos. They would have to look into like all of these things, you know? And they would have to make sure that there is like some kind of balance to this. That would be a major rework of like the way that the game is just set up, right? It's just not set up that way, which is fine, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, I don't see that happening. I just want, like, you know, like I said, I talk about Freezing Gust all the time. It's my prime example, and in the video I actually use that as a prime example as well. As you know, it doesn't do anything. It is the most useless skill, objectively, I feel like, if not one of the most useless skills of any weapon skill in the entire game, because it hasn't been updated. It hasn't been updated in 13 years. It hasn't seen an update. That's a way long time. Like, we get annual updates right now. So, like, annual expansions right now. You know, we're on our 3rd annual expansion. We get new expansions every year, yet that skill has never been touched. And there's a lot of them like that. Like I said, Engineer Shield, Warrior Greatsword, you know, revisit the whole idea of Necro Staff, because God knows, that's still hot ass. Forcing me to take a trade doesn't make a weapon good. That's just shit. That's awful design. Those, honestly, those abilities on that staff should be core abilities on the staff. They shouldn't have to be forced on a trade. That's awful. I hate that. You can add like 1 or 2 extra things in there. I think that's fine. You know, like you take a trade and it superpowers one other. Like they've done it on Necro trades before, right? Where you have that one, the middle trade in the curses line that makes your 3 on your axe like a big AoE or something, or it makes it stronger or whatever. That's fine, you know, because it's just part of that trait. That's not all the trait does. It does other things on top of that, so that's fine to me. But just like having like, hey, here's a trait that actually makes your shit weapon good. What? Why? Sucks.
It's repositioning.
Game isn't gonna with us for much longer. I really believe. I mean, I don't think so either. Remember, guys, not to be a doomer or anything, but by this time last year,
Good enough.
we had already known that we are gonna get another expansion.
At least.
They have announced no such thing for past Visions of Eternity. No expansion has been announced so far.
Don't think it counts if you're always complaining.
Interesting premise. Perhaps.
You know, I don't want to be. I don't know what that means, because I'm not going to be a doomer about it and say, oh my god, well, it's going to shut down. Like, I don't think that. But I'm saying, like,
This is most unexpected.
it's suspicious to me. I don't know what to think of it, but it's suspicious. It changed like that and everyone hated it, but then they were fine with it in a year. And at least they could do it with freezing gusts, maybe make it like a 10-second cooldown, make also the chill you do for this damage. Remember the hammer trade on Guardian? That trade is so useless and practically just shit all. Yeah, and that's another thing, right? Like, they've updated, you know, the reverse is true too. You have traits for weapons in the games that are kind of shit,
If that would be preferable to wait.
right? But because we're constantly focused on the new shit, we're not paying attention to the old stuff that could really use, you know, that, because that trade, you're correct, that trade is stupid. Because why do we chill all of a sudden on any of our abilities? Like, at all, right? On Guardian, why? It has no use. There's no synergy with any other trade that has anything to do with chilling. So what's the point, right? But that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about like weapon reworks, right? I'm talking at the larger picture of all the things that involve that, right? Like, it would be nice. The hammer right now does great, but it would be nice to have a hammer trade on Guardian that actually does something that's useful. You know, that's where people are like, man, I'm using hammer. I really want to use that, right? You don't have to use that on hammer now. It does really practically nothing for you. On your DPS, it doesn't really do anything. And utility, it doesn't do anything, and so it's kind of a wasted slot, because I feel like the other slots do better. I don't know what the other slots do, but I feel like the other slots do better, right?
Use luck or
In
skill,
Glacial Hearts,
keeping
the
you
chill does
alive.
burn, but only if you use hammer. I mean, there's so many ways they could change it to actually be good. There's so many ways they could change it to be actually good. But I'm also done with giving like specific suggestions, because ArenaNet does not ever listen to any suggestions, as you guys know. And it just becomes really frustrating after a while, because, you know, you present these options and all these cool ideas, and you're like, here, use these, and then they go and do something completely different, and you're like, yeah, okay. I mean, I get it. Who am I? But I'm saying, like, you could have done a better job, right? Like, you know, and I'm not saying myself. I feel like I haven't really come up with good ideas myself either, you know. But yeah, I wonder, let me see When was Visions of Eternity announced? Not announced, but first. So this was in December of 2023. So we're actively working on an expansion for 2024 and planning one for 2025. Okay, so in December of 2023, they announced an expansion for 2024. Which then came out, what, 6 months later? Right? Because that's when they still released it, like, mid-year. It was like, what was it, August? Or so 6-7 months later? But yeah, we don't have any news at all on the next expansion. Bunch of people who used to play Guild Wars are not working for right now, so they think they know it all and don't need us, aka Roy. I mean, Roy is one of the main dudes working on balance now, so I'm not entirely wrong. I don't know. I mean, it feels it feels lopsided in a lot of different ways as well. I feel like they don't look at it objectively. They look at it subjectively, right? And they look at it and they're like, well, I don't like Mirage, so we're nerfing Mirage, and they've been nerfing Mirage for years now, right? And then they're like, oh, we don't like Warrior, so we're just gonna add a couple of changes here and there, right? But that's not how it should be, right? There should be, and that's one of the things that I feel like ArenaNet as a company fails to do, is to set certain standards that are set in stone. Right? I feel like many a times when it comes to content, when it comes to balancing, when it comes to maps, metas, like content and general content, you know, end game PvE, it's always like there's no specific standard that they have to meet. So that's why everything kind of comes out, and it might just be like very much leaning to this side or very much leaning to that side, or, you know, is it really good or is it really bad? And it's all over the map, right? And you get like a new release the next year that has it then completely the other way around, where like PvE maps all of a sudden are actually really, really good, but the end game content is really, really shit. That's what we're looking at like right now, I feel like. You know what I mean? Where, you know, it was maybe the other way around before when we look at something like Secrets of the Obscure, right? I feel like a lot of people were okay with the open world maps, but then, you know, we got a lot more endgame content, and there's no specific standards that they meet, right? It's like they talk about the mini expansions, and they talk about we're doing this for mini expansions, right? And then it's like we get like the bare minimum when it comes to legendaries for Janthia Wilds, and all of a sudden now they're changing it to having 6 legendaries for this expansion. I'm like, who's setting the standards? Shouldn't there be like overhead, like a manager, like an overseer, someone that's saying, okay, we're doing these mini expansions, and this is what I wanted each mini expansion. I get that there's like differentiation, but in the giant gap that they have makes no sense to me. I'm like, how did we go from 2 legendaries to now all of a sudden having 6 legendaries? And how did we go from announcing the expansion almost a year prior, actually two expansions ahead? Like, they announced that they were already planning Visions of Eternity when Secrets of the Obscure was still coming out. Yet here we are in in Visions of Eternity, and we have no idea what's coming out in the fall, right? Like, the last release being sometime in the summer. And like, it's like, what? is even going on? Like, what is even just what is anything? With them, sometimes I don't get that, you know? Was that when we're getting another expansion, or the 2 expansions or what? No, the 2 expansions were, so this was announced during Secrets of the Obscure, which they announced we're working on Janthia Wilds. They didn't obviously name that, but they said we're working on another expansion and we're planning another one for 2025, meaning Visions of Eternity. So during Secrets of the Obscure, they had already pretty much announced that they were in the planning stages for Visions of Eternity. We're now in Visions of Eternity, and we don't even know what's coming in like 6-7 months. 8-9 months, whatever, right? Like, we don't even know what's, so it's just, it makes no sense to me. Like, there's certain things that they do that just make no sense to me. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? And it trickles all the way down from big things like the expansion announcements to things like balancing, where it's like, okay, so you look at all of these classes all the time and you change stuff actively all the time, and then you look at something like Warrior and you give them like 3 things for an entire year of, you know, every 3 months having balance patches. It's 4 major balance patches that Warrior hasn't gotten jack shit. And it's like, but why? Isn't there like a standard? Isn't there someone that says, guys, you really didn't change much in Warrior? Can we change that? Can we, like, is there really, Warrior is not in, like, I'm sure you can find something in Warrior. I know that if I were to translate to something like my own job, my boss would look at me and say, I'm sure you can change something on the others, like on these other things. You're seemingly focusing on one thing. There's no oversight to any of this stuff. It's so weird to me. I don't understand that. Neverwinter just got a massive update, content patch for PvP, entirely revamping and making more of a story part of the game's overscoping plot. Alright, so yeah, we boomed bone on next expansion. I don't know, are we? Warrior mains complain all the time about not getting anything because they're not getting anything. Do you see the common denominator is that all of them are complaining because they're not getting anything? Like, that's the part of it. That's the crux of the issue, is because what they're getting is just so minimal and not really, none of it is really changing the meta. None of it is really like, oh my god, this feels really good. Like, Bladesworn hasn't seen any decent updates in years now, and it really needs it. It's one of those specs that really needs some decent updates, and it doesn't even need to like a complete revision or anything like that. There have been many posts made by people with sensible changes that make sense, and now, you know, and I don't know. I think they will be complaining for a while. I mean, will they? Will they complain until they get changes? Or do you think they'll complain past that point too? I just, the whole point of it just feels like NC Sub is back in charge. They probably told them to shut the fuck up again. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like, right? Which is just corporate bullshit. Yeah, I mean, that could be the part of it too. I don't know. I hope I'm making a point here, right? I'm hoping that you guys are kind of seeing where I'm coming from with this, right? Because it's in every branch of what I see with Guild Wars 2. It really feels like, not necessarily that they need to be reined in, but they need to, they seem very disorganized in the way that they release some of this stuff. They kind of just, with every expansion, it's like they just sit down, they're like, yeah, let's just, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing here, guys? Right? There's no like set standard. There's no like, okay, what are we providing in this? What are we providing for this? What are we providing for this? Right? There's no like structure to things. It feels like it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, well, how many legends can you make? 6 this time? Nice. We can get 6 legendaries out. Cool. Last time was only 2. Now we got 6. Awesome. Love that. But why? Like, what? You had the same development time. Was it just that you didn't? What? I just don't understand. I don't know. You know, like, I just don't know. Of course, Warrior isn't Guardian, so they'll get some at the end of the year, maybe. Well, and that's exactly the thing, right? Like, Guardian is ArenaNet's baby, and you're exactly right. You know, there's certain classes that get a lot more attention. But why? Why is no one in management looking at that and saying, guys, you've been focusing on Guardian so much, and all of the Guardian specs are doing really, really well. Can we do the same for other specs, please? Can we do that? Why is no one saying that? Why is no one stopping the 3 guys that are... There's literally... It's not like you're talking to an army of developers. You're talking to 3 guys that are doing balancing. That's it. 3 guys. That is a small discussion in a room where you need to say, listen, guys. You've really been focusing on Guardian. You've really been focusing on making sure Virtuoso still stays at the top. Can we make sure that, like... I don't know, some of the other specs get a little bit... Like, some of the ones that are not really good, maybe get something, you know, like look at Spectre or Bladesworn or any of them that maybe need a little work. I'm not saying they all suck, but I'm saying you know, I would love to see that, you know. No devs plays Warrior probably. Well, but that's awful, right? Like, where's the grounded... Where's the management part that says we need to look at every aspect? And I'm not even just like I said, I'm not even just talking about the balancing, which seems all over the place, but anything, right? Like where like the quality control? Where's the quality control on, like, it doesn't even need quality control, but where's the oversight on, like, looking at some of the stuff and saying I'm fine with this, even though it's completely different from what we've been doing, right? Like, in my head, and maybe this was my own fault, but in my head, when they sat down and they said, okay, we're doing annual expansions, in my mind there was some other discussion that happened behind the curtain, where they were saying, like, okay, for these mini expansions we're gonna have a specific layout, you know, it's annual, we're not talking about big content, you know, we're talking about annual things. So every year we want to release this amount of maps, this many amounts of like fractals or raid encounters or whatever, this many legendaries, this many armor sets, this many weapon sets, but it all fluctuates so much. It's like, but why? What drives you to make those decisions, to have this all wildly fluctuate between everything, right? I feel like other MMOs, they're like, okay, we're doing an expansion, which means you're getting this, and everyone knows what they're getting. They know they're getting, like, you know, 3 dungeons or whatever, right? And it's like, they know they're gonna get, like, 5 armor sets. I feel like having structure like that, where you look at your developers and you say, every year I need you to make me 5 armor sets. However, you know, for the content, not for the gem store, I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about, like, I need 5 weapon sets, 5 armor sets every year, right? But again, it fluctuates, right? I need you to make me 5 legendaries every year, right? Every year, for every expansion, I need to have 5 legendaries. Boom. Wouldn't that add a little bit of quality of life to the developers as well, where they know how much they need to make, and not just like, well, this year we can only make 2, and then next year we're gonna make 5 or 6 or whatever they do this year, right? It's so weird to me. It's so strange. I just don't understand that. And maybe it's because I'm not a developer, and maybe it's because I've never worked in a space like that. But I feel like there's a lot of like, I'm not a super organized person. I will tell you guys, okay? I do have my notepads. I've shown you guys this. I do write, like, I do have my little my notebook here where I write, like, things that I do with, like, little notes, and I have little things that I hang in there and stuff, just so I can remember what goes together, right? But it's like, you know, I do that because I have a terrible memory, so I can't remember anything, right? So I do that so I can be like, wait, what did the, you know, it's like when I have a phone call, or when I do something, right? Like, I'll write this down and I'll know what happened. But that's kind of where my organization ends, okay? I don't sit here and, like, but even to me, even like someone like me, it seems so disorganized. It seems so I remember Sorry. Spectre doesn't get the love it deserves. Oh, 100%. I want to love Spectre. I want to love Spectre, but there's just something about Spectre that, again, another small part where we go, you know, and I talked about this before. It really drives me crazy, and I think of this moment. It really stuck in my mind when we talk about Spectre. It's something that's stuck in my mind, and to this day, I don't know why ArenaNet did this and why they said this. But I remember a pre-End of Dragon stream where they were talking about Spectre, and they were talking about, oh, yeah, so the Spectre is getting wells, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, love it. And then they were like, oh, yeah, and at first we had, like, one of the wells would teleport you, and then we said, oh, why not just add teleport to all of them? Why? Because you don't just do random shit. It's one of the things that I absolutely hate about Spectre is that you have every well teleports you, which is a nightmare for positioning, which is a huge thing in this game, and it drives me crazy. It's one of the little things. I mean, that's not the main issue that I have with it. The ally targeting, I don't know how that ever became a thing, and how that is actually the new norm now in Guild Wars 2. I think it's one of the worst ideas, and completely against what ArenaNet has built with this combat system. But it's just like that moment stuck in my mind. You just on a whim decided to add teleport to all of the utility skills, and no one stopped you. No one said, well, is that a good idea? Should we do that? No one questioned that. They were like, yeah, let's do it. It's like, what? Who works like that? You know, like, obviously I don't work in the space, but if I do something like that at my job, if I'm just like, yeah, it's just whatever, just, yeah, it's cool, my boss would be like, no, it's not cool, stop what you're doing, please. Like, it's insane. It's better than most people think. It's not bad. It's not a bad spec, but I feel like it needs some TLC. Remember an MMO used to play 20 years ago when they had like 3 people dedicated to each class and would implement changes people want or just randomly did stuff every 2 weeks? Well, all this talk makes me want to play a better game. Oh, I miss Spectre as healer. Spectre in PvP is weird though. I'll miss the old Spectre for real. A Spectre as a healer is fine. It's fine. It's not bad, but I really feel like it could be better. I can envision in my mind, and I can't really put it into words, but I can envision in my mind a Spectre that doesn't feel as clunky. There's like a weird clunkiness aspect that, like the Twilight combo, for example, that skill, right? Well, first of all, one of the biggest issues that I have with Spectre is that you have to use Scepter in order to make that spec work. Axe is like a significant drop in DPS. I've tried it out. Not a huge fan of Axe in general. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a thing for me that, you know, but the only weapon option you have really is Scepter, right? And that kind of sucks. I'm like, that's not good. You know, I really feel like they should have played with Poison rather than Torment on this spec. If they had played more with Poison, which is way more accessible to the Thief in general, that would have been a lot better. And then you could have had other options. You know, you could have had like melee options in there and stuff like that. But anyways, that's one of the things. Then it's the Twilight combo skill is so weird and clunky because it's a skill that uses 2 attacks, but then sometimes they don't connect. And then so if the second one doesn't connect, you don't get the actual effect from it. So it's kind of clunky in that way. And I've tried it on many times, and most of the time it will hit, but you need to have the second slash. But if you're moving between one slash and the second slash that you do with the Scepter, it sometimes doesn't work fully. And then your first slash kind of slowly travels to the enemy. It's really weird. There's like certain little things that could make this spec so much better, right? Oh, don't be sorry. I fucking despise ally targeting. As a person who only cares about DPS, anytime I use it on a weapon, it just doesn't even make sense on a heal spec thing. Like it's just, I don't know. That's not how Guild Wars 2 was designed. Guild Wars 2 was always designed around, like, if you want to heal, you know, there's like attacks that you can, I don't know. It just feels weird. It just doesn't feel right. And I've never gotten the hang of it, and I feel like maybe there's people that are good with it. Maybe it's an issue with me. I don't know. I just feel like ally targeting is awful. Your point on it needing Scepter to work is the only reason I could never love it. See, and that's the thing. It shouldn't be like that. Like, if they had focused on, instead of having Torment for it, having Poison, then you could use, like, a bunch of other weapons, right? You have, like, other weapons. Even underwater. Like, underwater, it's one of the most useless specs underwater because you don't have any Torment underwater. So it sucks underwater because you don't have access to it. The only weapon that gives you full, like, really good access to it is Scepter, and then one that gives you, like, a little bit of access to it is Axe, right? And that's, like, the condition that they focus on. I'm like, use the specs underwater, but that's what I'm saying. So that's that. But that's what I'm saying. That going back to the original point of where we started with this discussion. Do you guys understand now when I say that I don't want them to add new weapons to the game? Because we have so many issues. You guys have pointed them out. I have pointed them out. We have pointed out a lot, like probably 20 different issues that we have with specific weapons and interactions with specific weapons and trade interactions and spec interactions with different weapons that I really feel like, you know, we've talked about the balancing, how that's all over the place. We've talked about how there's no organization. Like, I don't think adding new weapons is a good idea. I don't think so. I don't think it is a good idea because you're just adding more and more skills. You're adding 20 alone. At least 20. No, not 20. Like 20 times 4 times... How many? One weapon, one two-handed weapon on an elementalist adds so many new skills, right? Well, it adds 20, but then you also have the Weaver, which is what, another 5 different skills that you add there. I don't know. There's a ton, okay? Just on one profession that you're adding alone that you have to balance to fit into the hundreds of skills that are already in the game. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. And the further we go, the more I can see discrepancy between weapons that were added in 2012 that came out with the game versus weapons that are just released last year. Right? When I look at the weapons, the spear skills from last year, right, to looking at the weapons from 2012, there's a huge gap in the usability, in the utility, in the numbers, in the animations, in so many different things, right? In spec interactions, trait interactions, so many skills and so many things. I still can't use Chronomancer wells underwater. Mechanist doesn't function at all. On Weaver, it's 28 total with a two-handed weapon. 28 alone on one weapon. So if we add a new weapon, there's 28 skills that they have to balance to match into the game on one profession out of 9. That's a lot. That's a lot. So that's kind of my thing, right? I don't want them to add any more weapons. Please stop adding weapons. Do weapon reworks, right? If they look at something like Engineer Shield, right? And they say, okay, we're gonna give it new animations, we're gonna give it new skills, new everything. It's gonna feel like a new weapon because no one uses it anyways. Everyone uses rifle and hammer nowadays. Like, that's the two weapons that I see everyone use on Engineer all the time, because those are the weapons that have kept up. Or and Spear. I see Spear a ton too. So, but those are the three weapons that I see being used on Engineer, right? Like, once in a while, maybe see a sword here or there. Maybe you see a mace being used, right? All of which, mind you, are newer. They're not core weapons, but you don't see pistol or shield being used. You know, like, people using hammer, rifle, or lame tarts. Kidding, but damn, Spear is fun. Spear is fun and good. And the animations are really nice too. And I think a lot of people dismiss that very easily, how clean animations, like the electrical animations on the Spear for Engineer are so nice. They're so nice, right? When you get that impact, when the Spear like impacts onto the ground, like, it's so nice. It's so fun. I don't play Engineer, but I love that. I love the animations on the Spear, right? But it's because they were made last year. You know, they weren't made 14 years ago. Pistols are useless. Shield is useless. When we look at something like Greatsword on Warrior, it's really fucking boring. I still think that Necro Staff needs to look at, like, having a trait that, like, forcing you to use a trait to have a usable weapon, or have the weapon be usable, or be halfway usable in some shape or form, in some build. It's shit, okay? There's so many, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, what about, like, Mesmer Torch, right? Does anyone use that? It's probably like a PvP weapon. I feel like it's like a PvP weapon or something. I don't know. I don't play PvP, so I don't know. You know, does anyone really use that? Do you guys think, I feel like there could be something new there, right? There could be something, right? We talked about Gale Shot and how, like, the longbow could really be updated. I think the longbow just needs something new, like some new animations, some new, like, something, right? It's not necessarily a bad weapon. It does okay, you know, but it's just like, it just needs something fresh to make it feel nice, you know? Fresh coat of paint. Guardian, Mesmer. Oh yeah, the Mesmer. Oh, Guardian. Yeah, those are great, right? I use it on Connie bills. But these are for power bills on Mesmer. I mean, it's great. They look awesome, right? And I think that's a big drive for people to be using those weapons, is because they look fucking awesome. The Mesmer, the Mesmer Spear looks so good. Like, those animations are fantastic. Wouldn't it be really nice to get the same kind of animations on weapons from 14 years ago? Like, can you guys imagine what really cool stuff they could add to weapons like that? That's kind of my point, right? That's the whole point of this discussion. Unfortunately, I need to head out now, but because I need to get up really early and it's super late. So, ramp up and diminish the range of torch is nice, but yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't think balancing is all just about numbers. I think it's about keeping things fresh, right? Using, like I said, Scepter on Guardian is a great example. It's a good weapon. It does decent damage, right? But the animations are so boring. We've used the same animations for 14 years. It's like, like, that's literally the weapon, right? And it's boring. It would be nice. They're playing around with secondary effects on weapons like Ranger Maze. He doesn't, and there you woke me up. Well, good. I'm glad. Wake up. Do it. They could do stuff like that. Yeah, do something like that. I don't know. They could look at the weapons and say, yeah, we want to do that, right? They could look at Necro Staff and they could have the same thing there. They could take the approach of reworking the weapons and say, hey, you know what? We're reworking this weapon and we're gonna rework it like we did the Spears, where we're not adding an elite spec, but we want to have some really cool, like, secondary functionalities, or like the ones that they added with Seekers of the Obscure or whatever, right? Where they added like a secondary like functionality or some kind of system or some kind of gimmick to it, some kind of mechanic to it, right? Where that kind of works into the weapon, right? And they could have that 100%. by reworking it. So we don't need new specs. I mean, I would love new specs, right? But they take time, and I don't want them every year because then they're going to be shit, right? Let's be real. If we get new specs every year, they're going to be shit. So let's not do that, right? So instead of bloating the weapons, the balancing and doing all that, you know? So we have converted spear. Oh my god. We've converted spear to do bleed damage would be a great announcement. Yeah, sure. I'm sure that would be. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna head out. I don't know when I'm gonna see you guys. Like I said, I'm working on a couple videos. We are doing the Tainted Grail playthrough if you guys are interested in that. Other than that, yeah, I don't have much going on right now. Like I said, depression has kind of taken over my life, so I'm surprised that I even got live today. So that I went live today. But anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I will probably see you guys, I don't know, maybe next week. We'll see how everything goes. So, but thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.